It's kind of wild to say this out loud, but we're already heading into late 2026, which means Apple's next big iPhone launch is right around the corner. And if the leaks are even half true, the iPhone 18 Pro lineup might be one of the most interesting updates we've seen in years. Not because Apple's reinventing the iPhone from scratch, but because they're quietly fixing a lot of the things people have been asking for. So let's break down everything that actually matters about the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max, the leaks, the changes, and the upgrades that could make this a genuinely tempting upgrade. Let's start with the front of the phone because yes, the dynamic island drama is back again. For a while, there were rumors floating around that Apple was going to shove the front camera into the corner of the display. That sounded exciting, and also very un-Apple. And now, more recent leaks have basically shut that down. The camera and Face ID are still staying right in the center, exactly where they are now. But here's the twist. The dynamic island itself is getting smaller. Not gone, not hidden completely. Just noticeably trimmed down. And the reason for that is Apple finally moving some of the Face ID hardware under the display. They've apparently been working closely with display tech from companies like Samsung to make this possible without breaking Face ID accuracy. The result is a cleaner screen, less visual clutter when you're watching videos or gaming, but the same dynamic island behavior when you actually need it. It still expands, still animates, still does its thing. It's just less in your face. Design-wise, don't expect a dramatic overhaul. Apple seems pretty locked into the design language they introduced last year, and honestly, that's not a bad thing. The only physical change being reported is that the phone is ever so slightly thicker. We're talking fractions of a millimeter. Nothing you'd notice in your hand. But that tiny increase makes room for a larger battery, and that's the important part. If this translates into even half a day more battery life, most people will happily take the extra thickness. Colors, though, are where Apple seems to be having some fun again. The Pro lineup is expected to get 3 brand new finishes. There's a deep burgundy red that looks far more premium than flashy, a warm coffee-like beige that feels very Apple meets luxury, and a lighter purple that sits somewhere between subtle and playful. At the same time, it looks like some familiar Pro colors are being retired. Silver appears to be gone, blue isn't making a comeback, and even black might be sitting this generation out. It's a bold move, but it definitely makes the Pro models feel fresher. Now let's talk cameras, because this is where things actually get serious. The main camera on the iPhone 18 Pro is rumored to get a variable aperture for the first time. That means the lens can physically open and close, depending on the scene. Bright daylight? It closes down to avoid blown-out highlights. Dark environment? It opens wider to pull in more light. This isn't just about brightness either. It gives Apple way more control over depth, focus, and background separation, without relying as heavily on software tricks. And that variable aperture won't be working alone. Apple is also expected to introduce a brand new main camera sensor, potentially developed with Samsung instead of Sony. That's a big shift because Sony sensors have powered iPhones for years. There's speculation this could be a high-resolution sensor and possibly even something in the 200-megapixel range. But even if the megapixel count isn't the headline, the real upgrade is that this would be the first major jump to the main sensor in several generations. This is Apple finally refreshing the heart of the camera system, not just tweaking it. There's also a smaller but interesting change coming to the camera capture button on the side of the phone. The current version works well, but it's reportedly expensive and complicated to manufacture. Apple seems to be redesigning it with a new internal mechanism that's easier to produce and easier to replace while keeping the same functionality. It's one of those changes you'll never notice directly, but it matters for long-term durability and repairability. Under the hood, Apple is also making some major moves. For the first time in a Pro iPhone, Apple is expected to ditch Qualcomm and use its own custom communication chip. This would be the new C2 modem, and it's a big deal. Apple controlling its own connectivity hardware opens the door to better efficiency, tighter integration, and, you guessed it, improved battery life. And this is where things get really futuristic. Alongside that new modem, the iPhone 18 Pro is rumored to support full satellite data connectivity. Not just emergency messages or SOS features, but actual internet access. Browsing, messaging, basic online use, anywhere. Middle of nowhere, no cell towers, no Wi-Fi, still connected. If this works the way the leaks suggest, it could completely change how reliable smartphones are in extreme situations. Powering all of this will be Apple's new A20 Pro chip, built on a 2-nanometer process. That's smaller, more efficient, and more powerful than anything Apple's shipped before. Shrinking the transistors means better performance without draining the battery, and while smaller chips can run hotter, Apple already introduced vapor chamber cooling last generation, which should help keep temperatures in check. So when you zoom out and look at the whole picture, the iPhone 18 Pro isn't about one flashy feature, it's about refinement. A cleaner display, better battery life, a genuinely smarter camera system, stronger connectivity, and a chip that pushes efficiency forward again. It's Apple quietly stacking meaningful upgrades on top of each other. The real question is whether that's enough to make you upgrade. Let me know what you think, because I'm genuinely curious where people land on this one. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay up to date with everything Apple is working on next, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next one.